As India mourns the cold-blooded Pahalgam attack that killed 26 tourists, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has ushered a crushing blow to terrorism.
देश के दुश्मनों ने भारत की आत्मा पर हमला करने का दुस्साहस किया। उन आतंकियों को और इस हमले की साजिश रचने वालों को उनकी कल्पना से भी बड़ी सजा मिलेगी।
Behind closed doors, high-level meetings have stretched for hours. And now, after more than 90 minutes of intense deliberation with top defense leaders, the Prime Minister has made his move. The final command has been given: full operational freedom. The Indian forces now hold immeasurable power in their hands, the freedom to choose the targets, the mode, and the moment of response. No restrictions, no hesitation. With a bloody terror strike to avenge and the full might of India's military unleashed, the countdown has begun. How will India make Pakistan bleed? India could use Rafale and Mirage 2000 fighter jets to carry out precise airstrikes. These jets are fast and have advanced radar and missile systems. They are capable of targeting key military sites with minimal collateral damage. Through Operation Akraman, India is displaying the country's military might and sending a clear message to Pakistan that they are ready to strike. However, such strikes could lead to a serious conflict and draw international attention, especially if airspace rules are broken. For the fifth time in a row, Pakistan has violated the ceasefire agreement along the line of control with India. Its suspension of the Shimla Agreement shows Pakistan no longer respects the LOC. The agreement aimed to normalize relations and end conflict between the two nations. With the treaty on hold, violations along the LOC have increased. At this point, India could justify carrying out ground offences or striking militant camps and key outposts. However, there are significant challenges. The terrain is rough and many positions are heavily fortified. Any attack would need to be swift and well coordinated. A slow or messy operation could lead to a prolonged conflict. Additionally, there is a risk of triggering a wider war. India could carry out surgical strikes similar to the 2016 operation following the Uri attack. A surgical strike is a targeted military attack aimed at destroying specific enemy targets with minimal civilian damage. The goal is to eliminate the target without causing widespread destruction or injury. There is growing pressure from the Indian public for a stronger response. However, the challenge now is that a surprise attack is unlikely, as Pakistan remains on high alert. Without the element of surprise, the strategic advantage is diminished. To ensure success, surgical strikes would require meticulous planning and precise real-time intelligence. If India decides to take a more restrained approach, it could use artillery and precision sniping to target enemy positions along the line of control. These methods would disrupt the enemy and lower morale without escalating to large-scale offenses. While this strategy carries a lower risk of escalation, it offers a more limited strategic impact compared to air or ground operations. Given all the options, the question remains: which direction will India choose?